We're back.
Hi.
Oh. Then we already formulated some points that probably will help you to, make the most of your au pair journey.
Kusagam tingog.
While, of course, while still doing your, what do you call that? Your duty as an au pair.
Yeah,
So,
responsibilities.
yeah. So
Yes.
enjoying the time that you have here while still not not forgetting about the things that you still have to do. So first,
So these are the topics
yes,
that we will be talking about. First, we will talk about enjoying the year.
yes.
Second,
So enjoying the year, like how should you, what are the things you do for you to enjoy the whole experience, and next, how to gain friends or
yeah, to
how
make
to,
friendship.
yeah, make friendship.
We will talk about that. And third,
Yes.
how
Third,
to confront your host.
yeah.
Confront is a big word, but it doesn't mean that this is negative. In any possible topics you want to talk
Yeah.
with your host, parents, then we will share what we've learned.
Yeah. So we're not
So
saying this is the
watch
right
out.
way, but
Yeah,
this
but
is
this
how
is
we
this
did
is
things.
based on our experiences. And next, fourth is hosts' expectations. If au pairs have expectations, of course our hosts have their own expectations. And the last one
And
is
the last one is what to do if you are overworked. Overworked.
overworked.
Yes.
Over responsibilities. Okay.
Yes.
So first is
First, so how do you enjoy the year? How did you enjoy your year?
sorry.
We both know how we enjoy the year, so it's
Yeah, we
quite
will
funny.
not tell it to you. Okay. How? Um
Yeah, especially us that we were in a
Yeah.
lockdown for how many
yeah,
months?
that's why it's kind of hard for us to talk. But I've enjoyed it with friends, yeah, and with my host kids. That's why I always do vlogging, because this is my outlet of homesickness or whenever I am homesick. And yeah, that's all I guess. And I got to visit few places in the Netherlands. And of course, I went to Paris and
Yeah.
Belgium. So I guess that's how I've enjoyed it. And yeah.
True,
How
true.
about you?
How did I enjoy the year? To be honest, I only enjoyed the year during my probably 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the first few months it was a total lockdown. We didn't have any access to transportation. So it was hard to meet friends. As what we have said, we only meet each other, like I go to her place and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed the last 6 months probably because that's when I got the train card. So yeah, we went to you should always check the cities that the Netherlands are known for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like um
You should plan ahead of time with your friends. Like you will make
yeah,
a bucket list or checklist or something like that.
true, true. Like famous places like you go to the place where tulips are grown.
Mm-hmm.
The
Windmills.
windmills, yeah, the
Those
ordinary
places, yeah.
exploring activities, and
Mm-hmm.
that will get you through with friends, of course. But if you're also, and if you enjoy traveling alone, that's also
Alone, yeah.
fine.
And you can also visit museums. I haven't been to one of the museums here, but I guess you
Yes, yes, you
already
should
went
visit. If you
there.
are an artsy person,
But I'm not. That's why.
you can enjoy museums because they offer like a free museum pass if you subscribe to a whole year like subscription. Then you can visit more than 100 of museums for free
Mm-hmm.
if you bought a museum subscription, something like that. So
And try to always connect with your host siblings,
true.
because Monday till Friday you will stay with them. So that's very important to have a good relationship with your host siblings, and of course with your host parents as well.
Yeah, but what if, let's hope it won't happen again, but what if there's a chance for another lockdown? How will you enjoy
That's so sad.
Yeah,
I
in
think
our
you know yourself better.
yeah, I think in my case, when there was a lockdown and I can't, like, let's say I can't go to Margie because it was too cold, or it's like it was, I mean, cut the story short, I just can't go to her. What I did was I just embrace how sad it is.
Aww.
Yeah, you don't have a choice but to embrace and to get used to it. I think I've said that in the previous blog, that you have to be comfortable with solitude. Sure.
And if you can cycle, yeah, you can also
Yeah, you
cycle
can
on
bike
your own.
around also. You can bike around. But yeah, I think the most important thing when you are sad is try to embrace the sadness and try to try to convince yourself that sadness will always be there. You just have to, like,
Feel it until
feel it until
it
it
won't hurt.
it pains no more.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
if
from
there's a
Kay.
lockdown, then just I don't know, just be sad. It's
Just be
it's
sudden,
not wrong to be sad after all.
and find and look for hobbies to make.
Yes, true.
Okay, so it's long. Number two is how to make friendship
How did I make how did I make friends?
with agency. It's easier if you have
Yeah,
agency.
well, we both come from the same agency. That's why we
Mhm.
knew each other,
Mhm.
and all the other girls that were in the agency were also our friends. So it's not
Mhm.
really that hard. So you arrange meetups during the weekends. So you plan also things together, like, oh, where do you want to go next, and stuff like that.
Yeah, and but if you don't have an agency, those au pairs that are not Filipinas, if you don't have agency, I guess you join Facebook group.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Facebook group, and
It's
you can
also nice
post
if you make
there
friends
to
to
other
yeah, to
nationalities.
foreigners. I
Yeah,
think that's also a nice idea.
so it's
Why,
really cultural
yeah,
exchange.
why didn't we make friends with foreigners?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, probably because we're just fine with
Because
our
yeah,
friends.
with our
Like,
company,
we can't. We already have a lot of activities with our Filipino friends, so we did not, like, felt
look
feel
for
the urge to
yeah
look for foreign
more.
friends. But if given the chance, of course, we're
Why not? We
open.
would love that. Okay, so next is taran, taran, how to confront hosts.
Yeah. What do you mean by confrontation then?
If you want something to be improved, then
Yeah, it doesn't
yeah,
necessarily mean that confrontations mean.
negative.
I mean, it does not necessarily mean like you're gonna fight with your host. No, it's not
Yeah,
like that. Confrontation can also mean clarification.
yes, clarification,
Um,
improving your relationship with them,
yes, that's true.
and helping them with like disciplining their children. Maybe
Yeah.
you're not comfortable with how they discipline, not so comfortable with how they
Yeah, or if
discipline
you
their
have
children.
suggestions
Yes,
on how to make
suggestions.
the household better. So how do you confront?
How do you confront?
How did you confront?
Well, I asked one of my friends a good advice because that friend of mine is not just one-sided. So she considered both sides, and that pushed me because I have my own decision to confront them, but I wanted more pushed ano ba? More courage. That's
Yes.
why when I've heard that from my friend, so I talk with my host parents about it. How about you?
I think I I think I am very lucky because there was never a chance, or there was really, I mean, there was no reason for me to confront my hosts. To be like fair. I mean, they're not, it's not that they're perfect. It's just that, you know, um the match between me and my host is just so perfectly done in such a
Mm-hmm.
way that we did not have any problems to solve, or we did not have um like we
Issues.
didn't have confrontations. Yeah, so mostly if there are, if there are like queries between each other, it's basic, like, yeah, can you not do this and that. It's not that there's like a negative notion to it, or there I need to clarify something. Again, I'm just lucky that I did not need to like confront any anything about my stay or about how they treat me or something like that. So,
But if you want to confront your host, just always think that they are not Filipinos. They are Dutch, and they will appreciate it if you will
yeah,
be
that's
vocal,
true. That's true.
if you are straightforward, because they
Yes.
are. That's why sometimes you are hurt with their
Yeah.
words, because for them it's just okay, but for us it's not.
Yes.
And we have to consider that okay, it's just okay to speak out, it's just okay to talk with them, because
True.
they are not your boss, they are your family, and
Yeah,
it's
you're an
okay to be
equal member.
open to your family. Yeah, so you have to always think that you are equal, you can talk with them, you can talk to them, and you can open about everything.
Yeah, and they won't take it personally.
Yeah.
They won't take it against you because again, that's how they are also.
Yeah, if they will be mad now, tomorrow you will be okay.
It's
Because
like
in
nothing
in
happened.
Philippines, you will be mad now until 5 years.
Yeah,
They will
that's
still be
true.
mad. But in the Netherlands, no. They forgive and
No.
they forget.
Yeah, they don't hold grudges.
Grudges. That's true. So you have to always think about Dutch are
Yeah.
straight to the
So
point.
if you feel like something has to be clarified, or if something, or if you want to like change something, you just tell them directly. Like,
In a nice manner.
of course,
Always,
in a
always
nice.
do that in a nice manner. Like you have to message, if you have a group chat in WhatsApp, you have to like, uh, host mom, can we please talk about these things tomorrow if you have vacant time, and then they will make time for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they listen.
They listen,
also.
yeah.
Like you, they are very open. They tell you in your face is if they don't like something. So there's no reason for you to keep something also, because that's
How they are.
how they are. They're so direct and they would appreciate it.
And you will learn something from them, and they will learn something from you.
Yes, yes.
That's very
And
true.
I think the essence of it is that with confrontation, or yeah, again, if you would want something to tell them and then you get a no or you get a negative answer, that's also one thing that we can learn, because I think us Filipinos were not really
Used to saying no.
yeah, we're not used to
Trying
being
to
said no, or we are used to, or
Just be
we're
okay.
not used to rejections.
Yes.
We feel bad with rejections. But me, I've been I've received no from my host, and that's when I realized, oh, okay,
It's okay.
it's fine to
Yeah.
get a no from them, or to anyone, because you just have to like deal with a no. At least you tried, you know.
There's no harm in trying.
Yeah, there's no harm in trying.
Okay, so fourth one is
Fourth one is
hosts' expectations. So as au pairs, we have expectations like, okay, we will go there, we will see the Netherlands, we will see European countries, we will experience their culture. Those are our expectations. But how about our hosts' expectations? What do they expect from us? First, they expect us to help them with household chores, because hosts' parents, not hosts, our host parents are always busy. That's why they need au pair. Always busy. That's why you need to do some light household chores for them, and they need efficiency.
Yeah, when we say busy, that means from 8 or 7 up until 5 or 6 in the afternoon. They work all throughout the day. Like, they just probably go out for a coffee and then go back. I mean,
They can really manage their time. So as au pairs, when I arrive here, they expect me to move fast, because I was teacher in the Philippines, and when I arrive here, I was not used to like doing the household chores that fast. So I have to really go through those like um, improvements. Like you should do this and then you should do that. And now I think I'm better than before. Yeah, time efficiency and expectations. What else?
In my case,
Mm-hmm.
what were their expectations? They just expect you to manage the kids' appointment. That's also very important.
Yes, that's true. With their sports, with their
Yeah, because kids
activities.
here are very active. Like the whole week is already planned, both for school and for their sports activity and for their play date.
And you are not allowed to forget their
Yeah,
their
and
schedule.
always remember that you are your host kid's secretary.
Yes.
So you have to know when is the sports, when is the play date, when is
You
what.
should set an alarm for that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and it will be bad. I mean, it's not really bad, but it will be sad if they missed something because you did not remember it.
You forgot to
Although,
remind them.
yes, although although the parents will not really like blame you for it, but of course you will feel bad because at some point you
It's
forgot and it's
it's your
your job.
responsibility.
So
Yeah.
the expectation is to be an effective secretary for your host kids because they are kids. I mean, they can remember, but they're still kids. There will be times that they will forget their appointments, their go-to activities, so you have to be there to support them.
Okay. What else? What are their expectations? Do they
Mm.
expect us to be really an open book to them?
Open book. Mm. Not in my case, no. The good thing about some host family, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, is that they respect so much about your privacy.
Privacy.
Like in my case, my host never ask about, personal questions unless I open to them first. So I lost my mom this year, but I mean, I did not share any of it. Like, I mean, I did not share about my mom's treatments before that. I did not share her struggles about, cancer and dish like that. But they did not ask. I mean, it's, for me, it's not that
They
they're not
are sensitive.
interested, but yeah, I think um,
Respect.
they respect so much. They respect so much about privacy, whether you want to talk about it or
Or you're
not.
not comfortable about
Yeah.
talking about
And
it.
they don't ask about your love life also. I think that's very cool.
Yeah, it depends on you. Depends on you. If you started your relationship with your host family like sharing everything, then it will be like that until the end. But
Yeah.
if you are a reserved person, then they will feel it, so they will not
True.
ask many questions.
True. So I think in my case, I just don't share as
Too
much
much.
information as,
Too many informations.
Yeah, so I kept almost everything to myself. And they did not ask any. So I think
So
that's
if
nice.
so if you want to start that reserve kind of relationship with them, you should not be open on the first meeting. You should not open
Yes.
everything. But if you want to become so open book to your host family, then you have to start being
Yeah,
an
if
open
that's
book.
okay with
It
you, then
depends on you. Yeah,
it should be fine. But rest assured, they will never invade anything unless you want them to know about something. So
that's true. That's
it's
true.
nice.
Okay, so that was. If you have more questions about those things, just leave
Yeah,
a
we can
comment
do a
below.
follow-up vlog
Ah.
before we
We will separate
we
ways.
separate our
Okay,
ways.
last is how to
Deal if you were
overworked.
overworked.
Like more than 30 hours per week.
Yeah.
And you cannot sometimes enjoy your weekends.
Yes,
How
that's
are
true.
you going to deal with it?
Yes, and I think for me, overwork does not only mean that you are working way more than the advised hours. Overworked can also mean that you are doing things that you're not supposed to
To
do.
do
Yeah, that can also be it. I mean, let's say you were just working for 3 hours, but for the whole 3 hours you were doing very,
heavy.
heavy things. So still, that's an overworked.
How are you going to deal with it?
Yes.
If you are scared.
How do you do?
For me, I think I'm not overworked. My
Mm.
host parents are always following the contract. But how to deal with it? Because
Yes, I
because
mean we did not personally experience being
mm-hmm,
overworked because we
mm-hmm.
are lucky enough to have a host that's very keen in following the rules, and they always follow the given schedule. But to some girls whom we also know,
Yeah,
yeah, some of our
friends are
friends,
experiencing that.
acquaintances are experiencing that as of the moment. And I think one thing, or the first thing that you have to do, is to address that.
As early as you can,
Yes.
because if you will prolong that one, for them it will be like, oh, okay, so it's just okay, so
Yeah, you have to address that. You have to remember that you will be living in that family for the
for one
whole year.
year.
So if you are fine being overworked for the whole year, then that's your choice. But if you cannot imagine yourself, crying every night because of how tired you are, then you should address that. And you should listen to the host family also on what is their take about your
Mm-hmm.
concern.
Not just do not just listen to yourself, listen to them, ask for their sides.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
clarification. And um I think you have also to justify if why is it not, why is it
Too
not.
much.
Yes, I mean, why is this a surprise to me? I mean, you did
Tell
not
me.
tell me about this during the interview.
Mm-hmm.
You can justify, I understand not everything in the contract is true, but this is way beyond the contract.
Yeah.
I think
You can
there's no.
compromise sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
It's okay to compromise
True.
sometimes, but too much is not
I
good.
mean, for girls who are, yeah, we have what we say, for girls who are lured to a very attractive contracts.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I have a friend who always say that. So for those who are girls who are lured, who believed that their contract was very attractive, I mean, it's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Contract can be very, very attractive, but you have to also take note that
It can be
it can be
changed.
changed, but not to the point that it's like taking a toll on your mental health, on your
Yeah.
emotional health. So
Yeah.
if you feel like it's way beyond your scope and your capabilities, then you should address it to the host. And who knows, they might
Okay,
consider.
just write everything down so that you will not forget. But those little things, do not include those.
Yeah,
Just the
major
important,
major
yeah,
ones. Yeah,
major ones. Just write it, because if you will face your host, sometimes you forget. You forget what are those things that I need to say to them. So you have to write the major thoughts of yours or suggestions, and then talk about it. When I did that to my host family, they accepted it, and they it made our relationship tighter.
yeah.
Yeah, and you will know them and they will know you better. So in a
True.
good conversation, you can do it
True.
and pray.
And and don't um, don't be too, I mean, do not be so afraid of opening up,
Yeah.
because again, it will be you who will be, living for a year, and with that condition, being overworked, it will be hard. It will come to a point that you might decide that you wanted to go home,
Yeah.
and that's really not what we want to happen, right?
But we are not saying that you will talk with your host parents just because of small things, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
major things.
major
Major
things.
things.
Yeah.
I mean, what are some flexible activities? Like,
If you can work like 2 hours or maybe 32 hours per week, that's okay.
that's
I
fine.
think
Yeah.
for me, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
As
fine.
long as I can use my weekends. That's just
True.
my concern. I can
True.
use my weekends.
So a couple of hours, like beyond your suggested hours, that's
Control.
fine. You
Hmm.
don't have to like make it into a big deal. But if you are like doing so much to the point that you feel like you're not an au pair anymore,
Anymore,
but
you know.
more of a
Yeah, you
helper,
know that. Yeah.
then you have to address that. So always remember, au pair means an equal member of the
The
family.
family. You are an equal
member
of the
the family.
family.
And I don't know if,
And just say it.
yeah, um, I don't know if I have to address this, but you have to know that the host family doesn't have any rights to like demand so much from you, because aside from you're just an au pair, you're an equal member of the family. The allowance of an
An
au
au pair
pair
is
does not suffice all the
Mhm.
extra things that
Mhm.
they
Mhm.
make you do.
Mhm.
So you can
You can say no.
say no.
You
Yeah,
can say no.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Always
And
remember that you can say no if it's too much.
remember that the minimum salary here for like a worker is over 1,000 euro.
Mhm. Mhm.
Over 1,000 euro. So there's no reason for you to
Really work.
work so hard, to be
Yeah.
overworked, because we know how much they are, how much is
Giving.
our allowance.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah, that's the
340 we can
truth.
accept that as long
That's the
as
truth. Yeah, that's the truth. 340 is fine, but it has to be justifiable with the work that you do.
that's true.
So if you are so afraid to talk to your host about being, overworked, then think about that.
Yeah,
We are
and
not
maybe you
receiving.
can contact us for
Yeah, for
more
more
powerful more
more
powerful push.
powerful. Yeah,
But
push.
we will not always say, okay, confront your host. It depends on the situation, because there are situations that it doesn't really need to be confronted or something like that. For small things, it doesn't need, but for
Mm.
big things, you can message us for the push, okay? But it's
Mhm.
getting late. Maybe we'll make another vlog for more
Yes, send us your questions.
contents. My camera is blurry na because it's dark and it's evening. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Kay.
Bye. Ay, my goodness.
Ah. Don't forget to subscribe and leave
Bye.
a comment below. What are the things that you want us to talk about on our next vlog?
Boy.
Bye.